Good evening, mortals. Hello. Why am I so far to the left?
Hi there.
Hello. We're playing Exalted. I clicked the wrong thing. No, yep, I did. I'm good at streaming. Hello.
Hello.
So good.
Yeah, I'm great at streaming. We're playing Exalted with a new group, a group of friends that I like very, very much. Do you guys wanna do some introductions? Probably.
Maybe?
I'm thinking I'm gonna introduce you guys one at a time. Are you guys ready for that?
Sure.
Does
Sure.
anyone not want to talk to chat? Because if you do, you should have told me that a while ago. Anyway, first in my heart and also my list, we have Aki. Everyone knows Aki.
Cookie.
Yay, Aki!
Whoa.
Aki,
What?
you want to tell me what your character name and cast is?
So I'm playing Mercy, who is the Zenith cast. Yeah. I'm very
Okay.
pretty.
I mean, everyone who's a Solar Exalt is. Okay, going down my list. We are also joined by our good friend, Mr. Thorn, who is modding for us, unfortunately. We are. Oh, hello, Gay Waffle. We're also joined by someone new to the channel, Sam. Sam, you want to say hi?
Hello. I am Sam. I am. I won't go farther with that joke. I will be playing Joaquin, the Twilight cast Solar Exalt.
Neat. I can't wait for you to give me headaches. Next up, we've got Scald. I think Scald has been introduced on the channel before. He's a good friend of mine. Hello, Scald.
Hey folks, so I'm gonna be playing James Thaddeus Cromwell, and he is the Nightcast.
Nice. Hello, Traz. Good to see you. Why would I want green eggs and ham? Next up, we have Senor Crown, Sue Crown, my good friend.
Hello, my name is Sage. I will be playing Darius, the Eclipse cast.
Can I ask you a character question real quick?
Sure.
Did you take Brawl or Martial Arts as your fighting style?
No.
So you're not just upgrading from Celestial Monk to Celestial Monk.
I was very tempted. I almost did.
Great. And last but certainly not least, actually, you know what? I wonder. Anyway, Witch, hello.
Sup, bitches? It's your favorite witch. And I'm here playing Ben, the Dawncast. He is handsome as fuck.
Mm-hmm. So welcome everyone to session 0. So I have some material ready to go if we want to get playing today. But we're going to talk about a few things first. Namely, we're going to discuss what Exalted is a little bit. I'm not going to get too deep into it because we already did a stream about that. We're going to talk about what the different casts are and what they do. We're going to talk about how chat interaction works. I'm sure you guys can see the new chat points stuff. Good times. And yeah, just kind of hang out and have some fun. Today, we're not stressing out too much about it, but just in case, because these things tend to do what I don't expect them to, I am ready for it. So yeah, anyone... aside from Joaquin, anyone here have any experience playing Exalted?
No.
I think Aki has one game. Aki, you have one game under your belt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did Dawncast previously. That was fun. I got to clown on entire armies.
That is true. Yeah, your naming moment was clowning on an entire army.
Yeah.
We had I had to figure out how many demon military units you could completely destroy per attack. It was more than you'd expect. The reason I excluded Joaquin from that little question is because how long have you been playing Exalted, buddy?
Playing? Barely any. Today.
I mean, how long have you been a participant in an Exalted game?
7 years.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You usually DM, so I'm very oh geez, that was loud. 1 second, sorry. I'm very excited to have you in my game because that means I don't have to know the rules as well.
I'm happy to help.
I'm kidding, obviously. All right. Okay, so chat, please let me. Yeah, music's very loud. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out some of the little things here. Okay, is that better, Mr. Thorne? So, welcome, one and all, to Solar Streaming Stance, Capitalist Slaying Method, which should get you ready for what this game's going to be. I can see that the image that I stole recklessly from Google Images has already been defaced. Why is he suddenly French?
What's wrong? Got a problem with French people?
Typically, no.
Wait a minute, you can draw on this?
You can, yes. Please. Oh, God.
It's how Keb and I constantly it's how Keb and I constantly updated the Strahd stream.
Yeah.
The splash page.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about the game, that the setting that you guys are in. Everyone in chat and all my players, if you could look to your left and then look to your right and then look up and then look down, you'll find the setting that we are setting this game in. We are playing basically on our Earth with the serial numbers filed off. So there's a couple differences, mostly to Tress is like, why are you in my house? This is how it feels, Tress.
We are in
Mostly
your closet.
which the reason we're changing a few things is mostly because it can get a little doxy in here, and also because there's some things that are a little awkward to cover, so we're not going to be touching on small local issues like I don't want to say anything too small and local, but we're mostly focusing on the big stuff. Exalted are kind of wasted on like day-to-day crime fighting. You guys can still do that, of course, but it'll be generalized crime, not the specific, this particular murderer stuff.
Mm-hmm. To illustrate just how high scale Exalted works with, I feel like there's one error in what you've posted there, Solar Streaming Stance, Capitalist Slaying Method, and it might be that you would be more like Capitalism Slaying Method.
Oh, that is true, yeah, but it doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
I don't know. I kind of like it that way.
All right, well, Jesus, fine.
You don't have to change it.
Apparently I do, or I'm going to get sued.
No. No, you'll
Oh
just...
no, not the capitalists.
Oh, Jesus. It's wrong. Everything's horrible. There we go.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's better.
I
fixed it.
kind of like this.
Okay.
This is the feeling.
Okay, at any rate, there are no stories in the past of powerful solar heroes who are... Uh-oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out some better music, because that is gonna get copyrighted. Okay, well, we're gonna deal with that for now. I thought that would be okay. So... Oh, wait, I know the music I can put on this. Sorry, guys, just need a moment. There's usually some issues with starting a new game, and I'm glad that we're getting them all at once. This, and this, and... Great. There. Definitely going to be okay with that music. I put on my my personal music, the music that Keb made for me. Anyway, so there's no stories of amazing heroes in the past wreathed in sunlight, except for possibly Gilgamesh, but
It's Gilgamesh.
Yeah, that's because that's from our real history. It's Earth, as you'd expect it. Just with a few minor, grammatical changes, basically. Does anyone have any questions on that? Anyone in my chat want to know anything funny? Or not chat,
Want to
sorry.
hear a joke?
Sure. I don't know.
I'm not the one telling the joke.
Oh, okay.
Said-
Hey, Scald, not to put you on the spot, but tell us a joke, friend.
Nah, I got nothing.
It's impossible when someone asks you to... Hey, can you be funny right quick? That's how comedy works, right?
Can you rhyme for 5 minutes?
I actually can, yes. It was horrible.
Just have Jorb look in the mirror. God damn it, Tress.
Traz, why you gotta do me like that, bruh? Oh, God.
So bold.
How can you say something so controversial yet so brave? Anyway, okay, great. So we are gonna pick things up about a week after the first exaltation. So
Oh boy.
the first exaltation is going to be the Zenith for a couple reasons. One, in Exalted, the Zenith cast actually gets a proper visit from the Unconquered Sun, who says, "You're my special little baby boobah," pats them on the head, and goes back to playing Celestial World of Warcraft. So that's one reason. The second reason is because then I can have an event that will draw you guys together. And the third reason is because I've played Exalted before with Aki, and Aki is the Zenith.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, oh yeah.
It's also why I volunteered to be the Zenith, because I figured.
It's also the hardest role to play in Exalted, in my opinion. Because, you know, a lot more responsibility. But more direction? I don't know. What do you think, Mr. Sam?
I think it's a matter of. No, I don't think it's more difficult. I think it requires that the person playing it enjoy having a specific kind of responsibility.
Okay, fair enough. Scald, the reason the Sun plays WoW and not Final Fantasy XIV is because in Final Fantasy XIV, you're encouraged to take a break from the game, walk away, go do something else. And in WoW, it's an endless treadmill of horrors that you are stuck on forever.
Fair enough.
Which is closer to what the Unconquered Sun is currently doing. At any rate, hello Blair, hello everyone. So, you guys are basically given infinite cosmic power a week after Aki or Mercy, actually. Aki has not been given infinite cosmic power. Sucks to suck, Aki. After Mercy does. This is, like I said, it's mostly for ease of getting everyone in the same space.
Actually, hey, Jord, can you fluff for, like, about 2 more minutes? I just gotta step away.
Okay. I'm just going to continue doing what I was doing. At any rate, you guys awaken during what's called your exaltation, which is a scene that I've asked you to make off screen, and we will introduce it when you're ready, basically. I won't ask you for the homework today, because I also assigned it, I think, today, because I'm an idiot. So I'll give you some time. But yeah, please do have that ready. The thing that we will be doing on screen for your character is your naming moment. So, chat and everyone else, each exaltation has a name associated with it. Not you, the person, but the exaltation that you get. And that name is inscribed on creation, which is a place that you're not at. But in creation, when you speak that name, all of reality listens and recognizes the Solar Exalt in all their power. It's a really big, cool moment, and I tend to let you guys get away with quite a lot as long as you're doing it. You know, you're not just saying, "Anyway, I'm gonna casually say my name out of nowhere." You know, make it a big deal, because it is a big deal, and I will reward you for that. Now, on the other hand, chat is also playing in this game, so I have.
Oh, no.
I have made a list of channel point redemptions that are yellow. So those yellow channel point redemptions are pattern spider actions. The pattern spiders maintain the loom of fate, which technically you guys aren't under, but it's streaming. Live with it. They allow you to do things to characters and players using channel points. They are all actually in-universe things that are happening. The pattern spiders are watching. They are adjusting you guys, my players' fates. How do you guys feel about that, Exalts?
I feel like what I'm about to have done to myself, what I did to your last Strahd stream.
I'm not confirming or denying that they have the ability to do bad things to you.
Oh, great.
Oh, have you changed it up? I'm actually really curious if you
Blair?
changed it up.
Blair, don't you dare.
I did indeed change things, so you can't give advantage and disadvantage anymore. You also can't give loot.
Does advantage and disadvantage exist in this? I'm not.
Not really, no.
Okay. I was like, does that mean I just reroll 20d10 twice?
Oh my god. Advantage with 20d10. Do I want 15 successes or 20 successes? Jesus Christ. Okay, so... Yeah, chat, you are in this game as the pattern spiders. In universe, the pattern spiders maintain the loom of fate. They literally make it as it starts happening. As fate progresses, the pattern spiders weave it. And they typically like exalts, because exalts, you see, they're interesting. They're more fun. So in the base Exalted game, there is a feature called stunting. If you say more than "I'm going to attack him" or "I talk this person up," you can, if you describe what you're doing, you can get an extra die. If you describe what you're doing and also expand on the world a little bit, like saying "I stand on a rock and attack him," that's a joke. You have to do more than that. You get 2 dice. And if you do something that makes everyone go, "God damn," and talk about it for the rest of the week, you get 3.
That has been updated since 2nd edition.
Okay. I'm doing it this way, though.
You're doing it this way? Sounds good.
Yeah, I think I read it and I didn't like it as much.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it later. Does anyone have any questions on... Oh, right. So the reason stunting works is because the more interesting stuff you do, the more the pattern spiders kind of tip the scales in your favor, because they want to keep that up. Oh, good. Chat likes having power over fate. I'm glad you guys like it. I made it just for you.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. Chat, you are the pattern spiders in this game. You are an in-universe thing. That does not mean that the players will be meeting you anytime soon or anything like that. I'm not making any promises about storyline, but you do have the ability to affect the world. I'd like to draw your attention specifically to fate weaving, which allows you to introduce a minor character, scene, item, or other twist of fate into the game. That's all subject to my approval, of course, but say, for example, the players were in a bar and they needed to find someone who just happened to be able to read, I don't know, let's say Babylonian cuneiform. You could fate weave to have someone who is, in fact, a doctorate of Babylonian cuneiform in that bar overhear them. So chat has a little bit of control over the game as well. Subject to my approval. Sorry, chat, you cannot make it so that 15 marmots wander into every place that they're in. Yes, Keb. Yes. Keb is here. Also, probably worried.
Sorry, to clarify, can chat give us a wand which causes bears to appear? Not that that matters to us at this point, but...
They cannot. No, I removed item drops because Exalted is a little different when it comes to items.
It sure is.
Traz, 15 Namazus is excessive. I would allow for 1 beaver.
One whole beaver?
That's a Final Fantasy joke.
God.
One whole beaver to go around?
Don't worry, they'll be more quick. Spoilers for the fairy plotline, I guess. Anyway, yeah. How's you guys enjoying the sweet sound of me talking constantly without stopping?
Oh yeah,
okay.
it's wonderful. I'm still trying to figure out how to change my little profile pic on the roll 20.
Okay, well, I'm buying you lots of time then. Um,
I'm just putting all my charms in.
nice. That's quite
I just started doing
charming.
that too.
My fucking gods.
Anyway, for
I
more
put
comedy
picture-
like that, go to twitch.tv/nonavampire, I promise. Huh, why'd my viewer count drop to 0? That's weird.
Because they're bored. They wanted to see a vampire.
Oh, well, I'm definitely not that. If you're here to see a vampire, guys, I got bad news for you. I don't even know any vampires. I don't think they're real. At any rate.
Says the guy that has fucking count as his little profile here.
Yeah, I love Sesame Street.
Damn it.
Yes. It doesn't mean anything particularly.
I return.
Welcome back. I've been successfully vamping for time.
Heh.
Thanks for being here, Blair. I'll catch you next time, I guess. At any rate, I'm trying to think. Okay. So, before we get started, does anyone have any questions about the system or about the setting or anything like that that they're willing to discuss in front of chat?
That's a lot of stuff, Jorp. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, there's a lot, but we'll come up to it, I guess, when it comes to that.
Well, I mean, some maybe some high level stuff. I will be tutorializing things as they pop up.
Sam, if I may, because
Yes.
you gave the lovely Google Doc that I'm currently filling out because I like how involved it is. For the drop down for the intimacies,
Yes.
difference between tie and principal.
So a tie is towards a person, organization, place, or thing, an emotional connection you have to it. It can be respect for a favorite mentor or a parent. It can be hatred for a group that's harmed you in the past. Anything that is an emotional, emotionally contextual. It's used for the social combat things to do with inspire, as well as anything that is just relevant.
Or
But it
manipulation.
heals you emotionally.
I just figured I'd double check.
Awesome.
And then
Principles
principle is
are-
a belief.
Yes.
Okay, think.
But you could also be like, I don't know, romantically attached to your, toys. That would
Wow.
be a tie.
It would be a tie. I would just be a little concerned about it.
Only if, you know what, especially if it was a tie.
I mean, you
It's
did
bad
say
when
romantic
Scald
attachment,
just
which
goes
I'm not
like,
sure.
I liked
Sure
that, but it was.
I'm
yeah.
just trying to find my soundboard because I'm pretty sure we need some crickets.
Hey T, good to see you. Well, I mean, sorry, T Spider.
Yes. Okay, they're all going to be something spider. I love that.
Yeah, I think we should make it spiders. So, Tresider, Kebbiter, Blair
Kebspider.
Flighter. I hate this so much.
Spider.
Okay,
Air
so
fighter?
What's next? We did questions. We explained a bit about the world. We explained the we explained the pattern spider thing. It's Cabantula, not Kebbiter, and Tresider is apparently every wider. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Am I missing anything? Anything major?
Don't think so.
Nope, I think that's good.
Okay,
We're good.
so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna actually, if any of my players are in the stream, I'm gonna ask that you mute it for a moment, because I'm going to tell the pattern spider something that I don't want you guys to hear.
Okay.
No.
Yes, I'm also going to mute myself here. So I will be right back. You'll be able to see me talk, but that'll be it. They're deafening in Discord. I meant in the stream. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, chat. So here
So,
is...
now we're unsupervised.
I'm going to deafen myself. There we go. Here is the introductory fiction for you guys. It explains a bit of what's happening and what the... No, I don't need to deafen them. I'm muted. Yes, you can hear us. You can hear me. But no one else can, is the idea. So this is going to explain a little bit of what's going on and give you yeah, it's spider ears only. This is you guys can see Fate, but you can still hear them? No, you can't. I've deafened myself. That's what I've done to fix that, Blackthorn. All right, guys, are you ready? Past the stillness of the stars, the heavens churn. Potential without form and emotion without cause broil endlessly, lashing against nothing at all. In this cauldron of what could be, a continent floats. This continent, on a journey of self-discovery or regret, passes by nothing and leaves behind nothing. It thinks endlessly about the possibilities of the realities around it, but creates very little. The small creatures living on the continent's vast form live their lives without knowledge of elsewhere. There is not peace, but there is a rhythm. Until, in a time outside time, the great Machina finds a creation. He is the engine of creation, that which gives form to the formless. But he did not make this. Indeed, it seems smaller than his creation, weaker, more petty and cruel. He is fascinated. He is enraged. His friends are tasked with learning what they can of this new creation, and so they pass. So, a little bit of introduction fiction for you guys. Let's get them back.
Your avatar, yes, but to change your...
Oh, hi.
Hello, but to change your character portrait, you just need to go to your character sheet and then hit edit.
I did that. It just wouldn't...
Go to chat now with your character sheet open.
Yeah.
And see how it says
how do I do that?
So see where it says chat versus your journal at the top right.
Yeah.
So you can see the chat now on the right hand side.
Oh,
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Synthetic. We were just doing a little light reading, and now we're back.
Who are you calling victims?
No, Synthetic is just noticing my avatar. He's like 1 2 3 3 victims. Anyway, Count Von Count is very cool. Like him a lot.
Super cool.
Yeah, he's a role model of mine. I was fascinated with math because of him. Wait, what's this? Hey bro, nice glow sticks. God, there goes Dave with his fucking glow sticks again. You guys are the worst.
I do actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
There were a couple of awareness traits that spoke of sensory overload. However, when I searched sensory overload, nothing came up.
I believe it's a role-playing mechanic.
Okay.
Yeah, like you get deafened because it's too much noise or stuff like that. But I'm sure someone will find a specific rule somewhere hidden in the book that I don't know about that will explain it better. But for now, roleplay thing.
Okay.
But yeah. So you guys want to play some Exalted? I think it's time.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I've just been occupying my time with this beautiful artwork.
With this himbo generator. So one thing I will mention, and this isn't directed at anyone, is that a lot of my players, definitely when they were sending me like backstory and stuff or questions, were thinking, again, this is not an insult, it's just getting used to Exalted, they were thinking too small a lot of the time. So this is not one person. Like I said, there was a bunch of them. You can't really go too big in Exalted if you shoot for the literal moon, there's a good chance you make it there. So really
Good to know.
go crazy with it. I will rein you in, and if I have to, and we will find the nice middle ground. But until then, please think bigger rather than smaller. Ask forgiveness, not permission.
Okay.
I often tell my players in my games, Exalted is a game where you never tell your players no. You only say yes, but.
No, I tell my players no all the time. I'm not that good of a storyteller for Exalted. It's a
Don't
really
worry about it.
complicated game.
It is a very complicated game. That is the general idea for them to feel invited to say, can I do this ridiculous thing?
I just realized I forgot a bunch of reading for Chad. I feel stupid, but we'll get to that later. Let's
Since we've got everybody here, do we want to go over some quick house rules? Like the blah rule?
Right. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. So the blah house rule. So if you ask something of me, the storyteller, as like something you're investigating, for example, and I provide you a bunch of information, you can. I just realized that fucking Dave has giant testicles. I'm really upset now. Jeez, I wonder who did that. It's in Witch's colors and Witch's style of comedy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
George, sorry, go ahead.
So the blah rule is if I give you an information dump, you can bring it in character by saying, okay, blah, and then everyone now has that information in character. You don't have to repeat what I said. I will also, I don't know if this is a house rule or not, but if you want, you can choose at any time to critically fail a roll before you roll it. Thank you for the censor bar. I like that. So if you choose to critically fail a roll, it will be real bad for you, but also I will give you a full XP, 1 experience, which is pretty good. No, Keb, hanging up a phone without saying goodbye does not make the NPC on the other end kill themselves anymore.
Didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, it was a running joke in some of my older games. But anyway, so does everyone understand the blah rule and the critical fail rule?
Yep.
Understood.
Great.
Synthetic Design in chat asked, what is Exalted? The simplest way I can explain it is you start as a 21st level D&D character, and then you get better.
The way I explain it is you start off being able to kill gods with a little g, and end being able to kill God with a big G. We did talk about it a bit at the start of stream, Synthetic, but you'll see as we go on. Man, there's so much stuff to cover.
It also isn't even encapsulated with you can kill this versus you can kill this. It's more like, you can invent a language that will perfectly bind every language in the world into one cohesive language that everyone speaks, and you can do that in about a year.
It also, on top of that,
character.
makes people more inclined to do good. Yeah, Exalted is ridiculous. So, so we're gonna get started, I think, unless there's any other things that house rules. I'm sure there'll be more house rules that I'll forget and then I'll add in. If anyone in the chat is familiar with Exalted, I've given all of my players a free Ox body charm because I'm reasonably certain I'm gonna accidentally kill them. So they have the bodies of oxes. T, thank you for screaming. I appreciate that. Honestly, I think that's pretty funny that T normally comes into the chat just by incoherent screaming. That's fucking great.
Hey, Aki, I haven't heard you say bench today.
Aki did bench in the chat.
I did.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
in chat.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I just didn't see it.
Yeah, Keb, this isn't Curse of Strahd. I don't want to kill these characters. They're heroes. This is the big happy time. This is the opposite of Curse of Strahd. Why do you keep lengthening his pee-pee?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just making a line.
Sure
I
you
guess
are.
I guess you're just waiting to see when we run out of censor bar.
Oh my god. Okay. So
That doesn't grow on trees. Continue.
So yeah, Sensor don't grow at trees. That is technically correct, actually. Is there anything anyone wants to mention about their character or any last minute things before I get started? Because I'm about to get into character here.
Nothing that I want to say about my character out of character.
Yeah.
Let's meet each other.
Yeah, let's go into it.
Okay, great. I'm going to start by reading you off some things that I definitely wrote, for sure. I'm going to swear a bunch, so heads up. Oh, Synthetic is a demon. Sorry, Synthetic, you're probably going to get murdered. Okay. So, your characters will have seen this video somewhere, either on the internet or on TV, something like that. It's world news right now. Okay? You'll have seen it just shortly. You'll have seen it before, maybe, but definitely shortly after your exaltation. So, the video begins with the camera person ducking behind a dumpster. Shouts of pain and fighting coming from outside the view. The camera is quickly focused on a group of 3 men kicking another man on the ground. Their victim, obviously a homeless man with a shopping cart full of belongings nearby, overturned most likely by the aggressors. The group laughs and jeers at the man on the ground, kicking at him and tossing his belongings around the alley. Suddenly, there's a voice at the other end of the alley, and quick steps towards the group. The camera focuses on the newcomer, a red-headed woman in a dress, who rushes the group and pushes 2 of them away from the man on the ground and into the third of the gang. "Leave him the fuck alone, you assholes," she shouts as she places herself between the gang and the bleeding homeless man. "Yeah, or fucking what, little girl? You want to get stabbed?" one says, approaching her and flicking out a folding blade. The woman stands her ground, still staring up at the man's face as he approaches. "Fine, bitch. Guess we'll have some fun with you too." The man moves to stab the woman, and the video appears to slow. A large shaft of sunlight bursts from the sky and envelops the woman, who floats a few inches above the ground as her eyes close and a golden disc appears on her forehead. And in this moment, we're gonna... no, I'll finish this. A golden disc appears on her forehead. The others in the video, including the camera person, appear to have frozen, though the woman's hair and dress still appear to flutter as if in a light breeze. Suddenly, the sunlight fades, and the man continues to stab forward, though the woman moves as if sped up, knocking the man's hand away, then pushing him back with no effort. The image appears to shake, the person recording obviously trembling in either fear or the sheer presence this woman now gives out, palpable to even the viewer as a weighty hand, the expectant pause of a king on his dais looking upon his kneeling subjects. "Apologize," the woman says. No, that's not right. Her voice leaves no room for question, doubt, response. It's merely a command to be obeyed and acted upon. The woman stands straighter, and the assailants visibly cower, unable to look away. "Apologize to this man for what you have done. Take him to the hospital. After that, you will turn yourselves into the police," she orders in the same calm, authoritative voice. The gang nods, and as she moves away from the homeless man, they immediately rush to complete her request, almost kowtowing to the bleeding man on the ground in their profuse and rapid apologies. They gather his things and right his cart, pushing him past the camera person who follows them as they leave. The view then abruptly whirls to the redheaded woman standing next to their hiding place, smiling, the golden disc on her forehead still brilliantly glowing. She reaches a hand out to the person behind the camera. "Please, stand." A hand takes hers, and the view changes as they stand. "Are you recording?" comes a soft voice, the same tone of the orders given before, but as if one was addressing a scared deer. A gentle hand reaches to the bottom of the view and re-aims it to the woman's face, now speaking to the viewer.
"I am the Zenith, appointed by the Sun Emperor. I am here to tell you, it is time to do better."
The video ends. Within a day, "Do better" is the highest trending hashtag on social media. Now, here's the part that Aki didn't write. When the sunlight falls from the sky... oh, sorry, Aki, your name is now Blartricia.
Denied.
Yeah.
As a mod.
Please refund Cab. Anyway, as the sunlight begins to descend from the heavens, Mercy hears a voice that is both comforting and inspiring, one that sounds familiar, endlessly so, but that she has never heard before. The voice speaks thus: "Arise, my beloved. Know that while thou art not within my sight, my adoration for thee knows no bounds. Master this world and reforge it in brightest orichalcum, that all may bask in its radiance. I am with thee always, but by thy hand are thine people saved."
Do I to re-
You can try to respond, sure.
No.
Anyway. So, what I I had a thing up so I couldn't see the goddamn censor bar. What have you done, Witch?
I plead the fifth.
Witch, it's in your color.
I don't know what you're talking
Wait,
about.
why is the sun... What the fuck is happening? Oh my god.
I want to be clear. I've been doing my character sheet. That was not me.
Yeah,
It's in your color.
It is not in his color. It's the Mario sun. That is not what the unconquered sun looks like. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. So, like I said, before your exaltation, you may have seen the news story about this. It's about a week old by the time you exalt. You are not aware of this, but everyone exalts exactly 1 week after the Zenith does, after Mercy. You all exalt at exactly the same time, too. And
Oh boy.
shortly after that, you just so happen to see that video in its fullest being played and reported on. Everyone got that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. With all that said, I'm going to ask some questions of your characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, starting from left to right, Joaquin, where are you?
I'm back in Massachusetts.
Okay.
So this is this necessarily right after exaltation or when I see the video?
Basically, you exalt after the events of your exaltation end. You just you happen to see this video.
All right, I cannot see this video because of reasons until I return to Massachusetts.
Do you take a plane?
Yes, I do.
It is.
It's
Someone has it on their phone on the plane.
Yep. Okay, that happens. The person sitting next to me.
Yep. And they keep bugging you to show it to you. He's a kind of a shorter man, white guy. He's kind of annoying. He keeps ripping ass and then like apologizing, but he keeps doing it. It's not stopped. And he's Keb, his name is not Blurstifer. God damn it. But he keeps bugging you to show you this video. And when you watch it, you immediately recognize that she is what you are. You can tell that you are the same in some way.
What narrowed it down? No, I figured that out easily. As I'm kind of handing the phone back to him after he's finished watching over my shoulder as I watch the video.
Yeah, his breath, by the way, this guy has not brushed his teeth today.
I place a hand on his shoulder and like his cavities vanish and the severe flatulence that he's been having, the gastrointestinal distress just kind of alleviates itself.
Oh, okay. Which Can we do that as a charm, or are you just doing that as some...
That is ailment rectifying method, and I have it on my character sheet.
I
not
believe
on
you, but let's talk about it a little bit.
Sure.
So
I place my hand on his shoulder, and an instinct goes through Joaquin, and he realizes that he can see through the pattern of reality again, as he's done only once before, and he sees the places where things are out of alignment, and instinctually, as though guided by an instinct that is definitely his own but somehow alien, he rearranges the out of kilter parts of the pattern, such that they are in perfect alignment,
Okay.
and sending a kind of an essence or a power through out of his body, and scanning almost through this person's body. He realizes this is how it should be.
okay.
He makes the change, and all of this takes place in a brief second as he passes the phone back, and his hand shaking a little as he kind of like looks at his hand, wondering what exactly he's become.
Okay. You have earned a 2-die stunt.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna cut you off though. That's starting to get a little long.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it. So the way this works, chat, is he's gonna roll an attribute and an ability. So like his, this is a bad example, but like his strength and his brawl, if he really wants to punch this fucker in the mouth.
This will probably be intelligence and medicine.
I would assume, yes. So he's gonna roll those. He's gonna activate his charm, which will do something else as well. And he's going to add 2 dice to it for stunt. Because
like
you guys are the pattern spiders, you could also affect his roll using those channel point things that I've added. What's up?
I would also like to illustrate. I would also like to supplement this with my medicine excellency.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, which is I'm going to be adding another amount of dice. I'm going to spend 8 motes, which is the maximum I can do, to add 8 more dice to this.
Jesus. Okay. How many dice are you rolling?
I am rolling 18 d10.
Cool. So this is a storyteller system, so every 7 that comes up on these dice is a success. He does not need much to cure minor gastrointestinal distress. So, 7 is a little excessive.
I don't know how to hold back yet.
Yeah, fair enough. So he immediately feels a lot better. And you hand the phone back to him. And then you rolled your stunt on top of that. Great. You got 2 successes on 2 dice. What?
Mhm. Oh yeah, I got 2 10s, which count as a double success.
It counts those.
Oh, it does. It does.
Yes. So 7.
No, I don't believe it does.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you don't have that added. You just okay, we'll talk about that later.
9 successes, but
Anyway,
yeah.
I hate so much that Dave has a glow stick shaped. I don't even know what that is. That if that's a penis, someone has never seen a penis before. Eat some Beano and they'll Beano gas. God damn it. Chad is just saying he's full of beans. I hate what's happening to this poor splash screen. All right. Hey, Witch, where's Ben at?
Directly after his exaltation, the one we talked
as
about.
As soon as possible after that.
He's going to be in the hospital.
No, he's not.
No?
Fully healed. Exaltation's
Fully healed?
a hell of a
Alright,
drug.
He's leaving the hospital because they wanted to check on him.
Yeah, fair enough.
After the exaltation.
Okay, so
There's a reason.
He gets sent to through the ER, discharged because despite the multiple gunshot wounds, he is fine. Not a scratch on him aside from some scarring, which one of the nurses actually dropped her chart when she walked in the room and saw him topless. But aside from, some aggressive, beautiful scarring, he's quite fine. So on his way out, through the ER, he sees on TV a video. The one I just described.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
The nurse's name was Blenifer. Sure, Keb. Yeah, it had Nurse Blenifer on it. You remember her because she had a really unfortunate name.
Yeah, I think she also wrote her number on this napkin that I'm using to, kind of clean my hands off and as I'm heading out.
Okay, great. So the video, I'll note, does explain where this event happened. It was in Canada. Where are you, Witch? Ben. Where's Ben?
Ben lives just on the mainland. He goes, I guess I gotta go catch a ferry.
Yep, it is in Victoria. You are correct. Mercy, we know where you were. You were on TV.
In the video.
You were in a video. Can we remove the giant penis off the splash screen?
What penis? There's no penis!
I've removed my part. That is the only part I've done.
I have altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it further. Okay, James. Hello.
Hello.
Where is James?
James just got back from the bush. Like he was out in the wilds a bit.
Okay.
And having finally returned to civilization, and seeing this video, he's going to immediately try and contact somebody because, unlike the rest of these folks, I happen to know the person in the video.
Yeah, actually, I'll give you guys a minute to think and prep, but let's roleplay out that phone call.
Yeah, sure.
We can always do it in text, in the chat.
Nope.
Yeah.
Let's roleplay it out. I'm gonna move on though to the next person. So, Darius, where is
Hello.
Darius?
I'm gonna place him probably Eastern U.S.
Eastern US. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't done something yet because I'm changing it a little bit now that I've seen how this has been done.
Have a good one, Synthetic. Sounds good. How
Yeah.
Eastern are we talking?
Like
Seaboard
East
or
Coast.
East Coast? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So probably New York or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Following your exaltation, whereabouts are you after those events?
I would be checking out of a hospital.
That's funny. I know someone else who was doing the exact same thing, probably at the exact same time. On the way out, you see a tall woman with a tablet who is watching the video. You step out and happen to glance over just as you witness the exaltation.
Okay. I will continue to watch.
Okay.
Say thank you to her, and then go to an airport.
Okay, great. Now that I've given them some time to think, hey, Mercy, James, you guys want to talk about your phone call?
So, as I'm coming down this dirt road, I'm gonna, after seeing this video that my staff have been sending me and being like, you need to come to work now, I'm gonna screech over to the side, hopefully not rolling my Jeep, and,
Can you give me a drive check?
Sure, Dex?
Dex and ride or drive, however you've labeled it.
Okay.
For the modern setting, we've relabeled riding as drive and archery as firearms. You can still use archery for archery or firearms. It's your birthday. You get to do both.
Okay, so I have nothing in ride, so that's
Cool.
just gonna be
It's just going to be a dex
my-
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's 2 successes.
Great. Okay, so you successfully screech over to the side of the road. Someone swerves around you honking, but you've stopped.
Okay. gonna try and dial Mercy and see if she'll pick up.
Okay. At that exact moment, Mercy, you had just finished dropping a criminal off at the police station. They went willingly, of course, just like all the other ones. But you've just finished up the paperwork, and your phone goes off.
Excuse me. Hello?
What the hell, Mercy? Like, I'm what? I mean, I know what happened, but we'll get into that later. But like, you need to come in for an interview. Like, we need to get this going. We need to get the right spin on this.
Jimmy, calm. It will be handled, okay? I will come in for an interview, but coffee first?
Thank you, Lemon Tart.
I am
Good
like,
to see you.
I'm another hour out of town. I'm on my way. Where should we meet? Oh boy.
I'll let you choose, okay?
Alright, I'll text you. Just be careful.
Always am.
Click.
At that moment, the police officer who was helping you book the murderer that you had just caught comes forward and says, you've been doing such great work. I just had to shake your hand, and he extends his hand to you.
Oh, thank you. It's no trouble. And Mercy shakes his hand.
He looks around. He says, "We've been trying to find out who this guy is for years. I can't believe you just you went to a cafe and he walked up and confessed."
After all, it is time to do better, is it not?
He smiles, and you actually see him get this like giddy expression. He says, "Can I grab a picture?"
Of course.
He goes beside you, takes a selfie, grinning ear to ear, and as he's walking away, he stops.
I catch him before he walks away.
Okay, yeah, he immediately turns back around.
I do, once things have calmed down a little, I would like to talk to your superiors about the rampant racism in your organization. If that's all right.
For a moment, he gets a little defensive, you can see, and then he kind of looks at you, and he nods and he says, "Yeah, I think that's a good idea," and he turns and walks away. As he's doing so, he bows. He doesn't seem to realize he's doing it until he's about halfway through, and then he stands back up and walks away.
And Mercy heads out.
Okay. So, you walk into a coffee shop. Before long, Jimmy, also walks into that coffee shop.
James is looking like really disheveled, and like he's got quite a few scrapes, a few cuts, but he's done some basic tending to his wounds, and he's gonna go get some coffee and sit down.
I'd like to point out to everyone, exaltation also makes you the most perfect heroic version of yourself. So while it won't make you super attractive if you weren't before, it will accentuate the features that make you appear more heroic and kind of just gloss over, get rid of the ones that don't so much, you know? So despite looking a little disheveled, James also looks better than he ever has in his life.
My favorite thing about exaltations is that it will remove scars, but not if they accentuate your features.
Yes. It will also, if you're concerned about any part of your body, it will fix that as well.
Yep.
Right. So I look roguishly handsome with my scrapes.
Yes, exactly.
Mercy is now not wearing like the dress that she was in the video. She's wearing what looks like a basically like fantasy elven armor.
Oh, we should have talked about this. You can't have an artifact.
Well,
I'm sorry.
That's not an artifact.
What is it?
It's just
Cosplay.
It's regular armor. I have to look the part now.
Where did you get it?
My mom.
Right. Question withdrawn. I just want to make it clear this is not exalted level armor. It will break immediately in combat.
Absolutely.
Great.
It's SCA level armor, but yes.
Yes. Yeah, sure. It's SCA level. If you're going up against some mortals with rattan, you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. But I gotta look the part now.
Yep, fair enough.
Yep. And wait, I can't have an artifact?
No, sorry. I mentioned it to a couple players who brought it up, but no, there are no artifacts on Earth.
Okay.
You also can't have Mance, which I think really fucked over one of my players, and I feel bad. But at any rate, yeah, no Mances on Earth either.
I'll have to fix it because I did take artifact because we were
Yep,
discussing it.
you can feel free to recoup those points and spend them elsewhere.
Mean.
I'm not saying you will never get artifacts. I'm just saying they don't exist on Earth. Anyway.
I kind of want this to be a private conversation. I'm looking around.
Okay. As you look around, I don't know how to put this really because I don't know your character's physical descriptions very well. Darius, you, having just landed and a little bit tired, stop for coffee at a coffee shop. When you look over, you could see the woman from the video talking to a disheveled but attractive man at a table.
Okay. I will approach.
Okay, great. You approach their table. What do you guys do, Mercy, James?
Aside from the two of us and the staff of the coffee shop, was there anyone else in here?
There was one person in here, a taller man with a beard and kind of a gruff look about him, but he left shortly after Mercy walked in.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just kind of take a step back and give him like a bit of the side eye and wait for Mercy to talk to him.
Hi, did you need something?
He will nod his head slightly. Hi, I saw the video recently and it drew me to Victoria. And things have been... That's not a good way of phrasing that. Things have been different from what I can feel, and I'm not 100%. Are we aware of what our powers are and everything?
Okay, so let's talk about what the exaltation actually does for you.
Yeah.
So you don't ever use a charm in character. You're not like, I'm going to activate Heaven Thunderhammer and punch that guy across the horizon. You think, I'm going to punch this guy across the horizon, and as a result, in game terms, the charm Heaven Thunderhammer activates. So you're not using powers so much as you're just way better at everything you try to do. You're literally perfect at anything you attempt.
Yes, but when I notice that I can pull ammunition from my soul...
yes, you are aware that you can do that. But you just... It doesn't feel like a magic power or anything like that. It just feels somehow natural for you to do.
I can acknowledge that it would be more supernatural than what somebody else
God,
can
yes.
do.
You're very aware that you are definitely something more. Also, you can turn a little flashlight mark on your forehead, and if you really concentrate, you can light up a room literally. So, yes, you are very aware that you are not that you're something more than human now.
Yeah.
Also, you've lived in your body your whole life. You've gone on first dates where you've done your best to look your best, and it's never worked as well as literally you rolling out of bed this morning.
Okay. Which is saying something given backstory. I will then approach and say, I've noticed some more supernatural capabilities recently, and I thought I would come to you because you seem to be handling yourself well. with what you've come into.
Of course. I'd be happy to help however I can.
Forgive me. This does seem a little bit strange. Can you offer us any proof?
I will. You said there's nobody else in the coffee shop except for like the baristas and stuff.
Yeah, and they are in the back right now. They're not out front.
Okay. I will touch my chest slightly. My finger will glow for a brief moment, and from my chest, I will produce a medium caliber bullet with the phantom shot technique.
Sure, if that works.
And then I will disperse it into thin air.
Okay. Keb says your finger just grows, so just keeps growing. You're like, fuck it, this has never happened. Just like flops down after it loses muscle mass. Kidding. Anyway, all right. So he produces a bullet from his soul.
Is that proof enough?
Look over at Mercy.
I'm going to spend a mote
Okay.
and flare my cast mark.
All right. A brilliant disc of golden light appears both on and in front of Mercy's forehead.
I'll go ahead and do the same.
All right.
With my dark gray circle.
You're actually you still get sunlight, buddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But as you do so, a empty ring of golden light springs to life, just like Mercy's.
I will respond in kind and do the same as them.
Okay. A circle within a circle springs to light on your forehead. At that moment, a ravishingly, thank you, beautiful man with very well muscled proportions walks into the coffee house. Ben, you got off the ferry, took a bus, appeared downtown, decided to go for a coffee, and walked in on this.
Tea, preferably, but yeah, no, he opens the door.
Okay.
Obliviously doesn't even realize they're there. Walks
Okay.
over, orders a tea.
There's no baristas at the counter at the moment.
All right, and he's just kind of waiting there, and he glances over. Hey, are you are you the lady from the video? And
Yes,
he
I am.
walks over. This guy's tall. He's like 6'6", incredibly handsome, in a sleeveless graphics tee with a tiger emblazed on it. And he has a backpack on his back, and he's like, "Yeah, you look like the chick from the video."
Yes.
Mercy, as well as James and Darius, all have their cast marks flaring. Sunlight is literally leaking from their foreheads.
Oh, you got one of those too. Neat. How'd you get yours?
Holy crap.
My God.
I grab something off a table and drop it to make sure the gravity still works.
Okay, what do you grab?
Probably a salt shaker.
Okay, it falls to the ground and shatters, salt and glass spilling everywhere.
I would like to catch it.
Sure. Give me Dex and Athletics, Brawl, or Martial Arts check.
Yes, Blackthorn.
Yeah.
Himbo.
Himbo. I am the Himbo. I'm the Zenith. I'm the Twilight. I'm the Night. I'm a Himbo. Oh God. How's your check going, Mercy? You got a 20. Wow.
That's
One success.
Yeah.
So if you type like number D10 greater than 7, it will count successes.
Okay. I'm still working on my.
Yep, that's fine.
Character.
So you get a success. You catch the salt shaker. You see James reach over, grab the salt shaker, hold it up in the air, and then drop it. And before it gets even halfway down, you catch it out of the air. Reflexes tuned to a frequency no one but the four of you can hear.
Nice. I'm Ben, by the way. What's your name? The video didn't really mention it.
Mercy.
Nice to meet you, Mercy. What about, you handsome? Gesturing over to Darius.
My name is Darius.
And you? Points over to James.
James, pleasure to meet you. I'll extend a hand.
Okay.
Nice. Gives it a nice shake. It's a very strong grip, very sturdy handshake. He gives you a friendly smile. Nice to meet you, James. So, what do you think of all this cool shit we got now?
We're just sorting that out.
Makes sense, yeah.
I still don't understand.
Yeah, me neither.
And
Scratch my
Mercy
chin.
kind of like gestures to her cast mark. And what is yours?
Oh, yeah. He pulls off a headband that he has.
You don't
And
need
you could
to walk the headband.
Yeah. So no. I like the idea that he thought the headband would work.
Yes.
He's a martial artist, okay?
So
has
he pulls
headband.
off the
That is
headband
so
and then
great.
like expectantly looks at them.
Yeah, and it's basically a gold disc with like sunburst lines around it.
It would
It's like
be
a-
if you spent a moat to make it flare, but since
Yeah.
you haven't done anything, you're just like, oh yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Show his forehead.
I'm gonna guess.
It's not there, is it? Oh shit. Alright, and then you put a moat.
Okay.
Not sure where my moats are.
They're under peripheral or personal essence. In this case, you want to spend a peripheral moat.
Okay.
The cast mark flares to life, and a disc with rays of sunlight bursts to life on his forehead. Finally, a man is stopped on the street outside, on the sidewalk, staring in.
Mm-hmm. I would like to sit down at one of the. Is there outdoors tables at this place?
Sure, but as you were about to walk into this coffee shop,
Yeah.
you noticed that there were 4 people with symbols glowing on their forehead, very similar to the one that you received a while ago.
Mm-hmm. And then they're just like standing in there. I look around. Nobody on the street has noticed.
No, for some reason, everyone's just kind of going about their business.
He's just gonna kind of okay. You know what? He's gonna pause, and then he's gonna look as though he's considering something, and then he's going to pass through the door,
Mhm.
and he's going to walk up to the group of them,
Mhm.
kind of like nod, and he's gonna ask for an autograph, but as he speaks, all 4 of them, are going to hear words to the effect of, I saw the video and I was amazed. I hurried right here. There must be something miraculous going on, and I thought that maybe I could introduce myself. But underneath the words, all 4 of those present hear a different statement. The way that he speaks, it's roundabout, and he stresses particular words, inflections, and some of the references that he makes, even in this brief sentence, amount to, I saw the video. I'm like you.
Okay.
What are we going to do about this?
Very cool.
I am using subtle speech method.
I immediately recognize the charm. I love that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. So he walks in and everyone hears the double speak somehow. And Now there are 5.
Oh, hey, there's like 5 of us now. Sweet.
Great.
All of you
Start
immediately
band.
know that the 5 of you are meant to be here. You are meant to know each other, and you do in fact know each other from before, even though you've never met.
Weird.
Mercy, when you look around, you can see thoughts flit through your brain when you look at each in turn. When you look at Ben, you hear dawn. When you look at James, you hear night. When you look at Darius, you hear eclipse. And when you look at Joaquin, you hear twilight. Thinking on your own thoughts and feelings, you know yourself to be the zenith.
So, did somebody get, like, bitten by a radioactive sun, or...
Joaquin's kind of the corner of his mouth quirks a little bit, and he says, I believe there is only the radioactive kind. But no, I don't believe any of us have been bitten.
Oh no, I just got shot a lot.
We were chosen.
Does anyone have somewhere more private where we can discuss this? And he kind of like points at his own forehead, and for a brief moment, a circle with the bottom half of it filled with golden light appears on his forehead before it fades immediately. He says, "And can we be a little less bright with these?"
How do I turn this off?
As you think that, it turns off.
Oh.
I will turn mine off.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
gonna turn
he,
mine
put, he
as
puts
well.
his headband back on.
It does not block it at all. Just to be clear, a headband cannot
Shines
hold back
straight
the cast mark.
Oh.
Mercy kind of sighs.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go away.
But out loud.
He points at his forehead.
I love this.
Oh god.
I'm still getting used to the powers, okay?
But has it turned off yet, by the way?
Yeah, he pointed his forehead and said, turn off, and it did after he said that.
That's great.
Alright, so now you're just 5 people standing around. Almost immediately after all of the cast marks are off, barista comes out and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was just cleaning in the back. Does anyone want a coffee?"
I would like one, please.
Can I have green tea?
She serves everyone drinks, takes your money. It's a little more expensive than you'd like, but you
I
know,
got this.
it's good.
I got this.
Local. I like that.
I suppose, I mean, I do have a place nearby we could go, but it's, no, I can probably get us a private room. That wouldn't be a
I
problem.
can also get us a private room.
Nice.
Well, in that case, Mercy, your place or mine?
I was thinking St. Al's.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Okay. You, sorry, St. Al's?
Yes, St. I've yet to send it to you because I was busy today
Uh-huh.
trying to move things around.
What kind of a place is it?
It's a shelter.
It's a
Food
shelter.
bank.
Okay. So you arrive there, you pass by some people who are quite down on their luck, and you go upstairs to one of the offices.
Can I do a quick thing?
For normally I'd say yes, but in this case I think we're going to move
Okay.
things along a little bit.
Continue.
Yeah, sorry.
People catch.
Don't
the
worry,
person
you'll
in-
have lots of chances to be a Solar Exalt in this game.
Yes. Sounds good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. You guys will catch Joaquin's eyes on these people as they go by. He's just kind of watching. He's got an expression of mixed sadness and maybe hope on his face.
Okay.
Ben gives one of them one of his power bars from his pocket. There you
Okay.
go.
Guy takes it and nods at you and smiles.
Have a good day.
and you enter into an office, which is blessedly empty and quiet.
So, I didn't properly introduce myself, did I? I am Joaquin, but you can call me Joe.
All right, Joe.
Right on.
I'm Ben. That's Darius. That's James. And Mercy. He's pointing out each of you.
Okay. As Ben points at you, your cast mark flares. No, I'm kidding.
No. No. No one has the power to do that.
Well, Ben does. It's my world.
Fair, okay. If you insist.
I'm kidding. Don't worry.
Encantado. So, you have all been blessed with whatever this is.
Been chosen by the Sun Emperor, yes.
The Sun Emperor. Are we talking Ra? Which one?
Wait, you mean the bright thing in the sky? Like the sun?
The Sun Emperor.
Mercy, you know for a fact that it is not the bright thing in the sky.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna keep saying the Sun Emperor.
Yeah.
In
The
this
things that you
celestial
know,
bureaucracy.
the things that you know about the Sun Emperor are as follows: he's called the Unconquered Sun. He called you his special little boy, and he is explicitly not our son. That's it.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
That was not in character information.
Oh, no. Speaking to the Sun Emperor. Mercy. That does not narrow it down very much.
He's called the Unconquered Sun.
Sol Invictus. That's a Latin thing. Am I correct?
Oh, but I don't think.
Roman Empire. Jord, does that sound at all right to her, or does she just not know?
Sol Invictus would sound right if it were in Old Realm, but it's not, so it sounds wrong.
That doesn't sound right even to me.
Unconquered. So he's a good fighter then, right?
Yes. Wait, no. How do I know that?
I can put some folks onto trying to track down information about this if you'd like, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna pop my phone out. I'm gonna step away, and I'm gonna call my staff and ask them to start researching this.
Sure. What exactly do your staff do for work?
They are investigative journalists.
Ooh, fun. Okay. We will do that in blue booking, which is a concept I will introduce at the end of this session.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
Sorry, I'm just laughing at chat.
yeah,
right now.
chat is pretty funny.
Ben's
you won't-
just gonna chill.
You won't always get the chance to sit and chat for these games because I can't have you looking behind the DM screen. Well, I guess you could like mute the stream and not look at it and be in chat. That might be okay. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's literally muted on my phone. I can only see the chat.
Also, I will point out you guys are not pattern spiders. You are not allowed to do any of the pattern spider channel point things.
That's fine.
Nah,
Yep, fair
that's
enough.
fine.
All right.
Blackthorn, you are a pattern spider and can do whatever the fuck you want. Anyway.
Oh, don't tell him that.
I have a question mechanically about lore.
Okay.
It's explicitly. Is it explicitly only within Earth
Yes.
things that we know?
Yes.
My education background. Okay, that is super clear.
It's not necessarily your education background, but it is Earth information.
Earth information. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, you cannot pull out. Wait, what about the terrestrial exalted from nowhere?
Sorry, the what?
Yeah, no.
Got it. No. Okay.
However, if you've got lore 5 and enough intelligence, you can walk up to someone and say, "Yeah, I understand nuclear physics. Totally. I read a book on it once 3 years ago."
Okay. That moment when looks at character sheet. Anyway, Listen, Mercy was it? Unfortunately, that doesn't narrow it down very much. There have been a lot of sun gods. I do know that this feels like a miracle. I don't believe in God. At least I didn't.
Mercy,
What
are
do
you
you
wearing
know?
a cross?
No.
So I guess the question, everything that we're thinking about here, everything it boils down to is we've got incredible power. What are we gonna do with it?
That
He
is the
kind of
question.
smiled slyly. We're going to do better.
Maybe we can be superheroes.
I mean, I'd rather stay out of the limelight, but
I have to agree. I can only imagine what would happen to the world if this became common knowledge as a thing that can happen to anyone. At least it feels like it could happen to anyone.
I mean,
Well, Mercy said that we were chosen. Why do you think we were chosen?
Well, I don't feel particularly deserving.
I don't know. Do better, I guess.
Keen, what did you do with your life?
I teach. I teach and I look for ways to make teaching a force for good in the world. But I haven't had much success.
Dari, you?
Schooling and some military work.
Military.
Ben, what did you do before
I'm a prize fighter. I fight people for money and entertainment.
Joe crosses his arms and kind of looks away as though he has some opinion but isn't sharing it.
this? And Jimmy, I know what you do, but for the benefit of the others.
I run a media corporation. I do a little bit of investigating on the side, but mostly I run the final word. We do a paper and a news website.
On what topics do you focus?
Mostly world news and occasionally going after other corporations for their misdoings.
What about you, Mercy?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I won't work here in about a week. I figured it would be best to put my 2 weeks in. But,
Well, you worked here.
so I have access to the space.
Oh. Okay.
So,
I'm guessing that all of us have, at least I'm hoping, we're trying to do the best that we could for people with our circumstances that we were given. Right?
I mean, that's all anyone can really do.
Well, yeah.
But we weren't how to describe it? It wasn't so much of a selfish thing as a trying to make the world a better place. Right?
And now we've been handed some kind of power.
But for what?
That is the question, isn't it?
I don't know. But I suppose I'm gonna have to. And James is gonna just kind of slump down and try and figure out what the hell he's gonna do with all this.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to remind everyone, part of your exaltation is you feel the weight of wisdom and responsibility settle on your shoulders. Not only do you know that you have this great power, you know that you've been charged to some purpose to use that power. You can't sit idly by, because you understand at the moment of exaltation that you won't sit idly by. It's not that you're forced out there or that this has changed you. You just know instantly you're not the kind of person that would do that.
Well, I do know that I will be returning to my work. But first I wanted to understand that I'm not alone. There was at least one other I knew of, and now there are 5 of us.
Yeah. It's almost like we were all meant to meet. Like a team.
I feel that too. Before I go back to my work, I feel compelled to, I don't know, make sure that when I do, it is with the best of intentions and with all of the knowledge that I can find. I sought you out, Mercy, because you were the only one of us, the only one like me that I would say that I could find, but you practically jumped out at me. Things aren't going to be the same, are they?
No, they will not.
I cannot call this magic.
So,
and yet,
real quick, I want to cut in here. Something that Joaquin just said probably twigs in everyone's mind. Specifically, that Mercy literally jumped out at him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, it was kind of shoved in your face somehow. Anyway, continue.
Well, on purpose.
Continue, I didn't say anything, don't worry about me. It's just me and the pattern spiders up here.
If this magic, or whatever it is, miracle, if this exists, and if we were supposed to be here, what are all you going to do? Because I know that I intend to make some changes.
I intend to make the world a better place.
I'm
On
bringing.
that we can agree.
I'm gonna find the folks that have been making this world a worse place, and I'm gonna take them down.
Yeah. Be strong, protect the weak.
Derek?
Is there, Joaquin winces. Are we going to go killing our enemies? He looks to
Killing?
Mercy.
Who says anything about killing? I fucking hate
Them
killing.
down?
I
That
don't know.
has a very specific meaning, at least in the places that I have seen.
I don't know. This.
Oh, these sweet summer
Mercy
children.
holds up her hand.
Hey, I would rather not have any blood on my hands. I don't want to kill anyone. I just want to help people.
Mercy will notice that she has Joe's attention immediately.
Okay.
So, same with James.
Okay. Mercy holds a hand up.
I think a lot of the world has been fighting for too long. And I, for one, especially going forward, am going to try my best to speak and understand first, before even unsheathing my weapon.
She says in Elven plate mail.
I have
Darius
to look at the
will-
part again.
Darius will nod and say, I agree with you, but we all need to understand that it might come to that at some point. It's not what we want.
To that? Joaquin actually just stands up from where he was sitting for a moment, and he says, When this happened to me, and he just kind of gestures at all of himself and then pauses and then spends a mote and his forehead shines, and he says, when this happened to me, I dodged a hail of bullets from fully automatic weapons. No one is a threat anymore, it feels like.
You got to
don't need-
dodge?
Oh no.
Joaquin just kind of like his eyes widen a little bit. He kind of looks Ben up and down. Maybe you don't need to. It feels like responsibility. The responsibility to, as you put it, be better. It practically comes with this power. I don't want to do harm. No one can harm me as far as I can see. And until that changes, I won't be willing to involve myself in some, and he kind of like glances at Darius again, paramilitary organization. I wanted to make that very clear.
I'm not suggesting that we wage war on everybody. I'm suggesting that we do better, but that not everybody will be reciprocative of it.
Of that, you have my agreement.
I'm not saying we should go around killing folk. I'm just saying we should find the ones that are making it a worse place and bring them to justice.
Yeah, but there's a lot of those. What are we supposed to focus on in this general fight for whatever means to an end? Make the world better. How? What do we start with?
You start small. Mercy gestures to out the door. You start with people.
The grassroots approach. Effective in some circumstances, but also slow to begin. Easily
Yeah,
trust.
for normal people.
Who says that we are the only ones?
That is a good point. I wonder how many others are out there.
Very
I
good
wonder
thing.
why.
Hey, Mercy.
Hmm.
Just had a thought.
Mhm.
Did this unconquered sun say he was like a soul deity that was given powers to people, or are there others? Maybe some less generous?
I didn't speak with the Unconquered Sun long.
Because we might have an issue if, oh, I don't know, some evil god decided to bless a bunch of very bad people with a bunch of powers like us.
Joe narrows his eyes. This isn't a storybook. This is our lives.
Yeah, and last I checked, normal human lives don't have, this and magic and shit.
You have a point.
Oof, that one's got a sting. Ben called you out on an inconsistency in your beliefs.
Yup. No, it stings.
Anyway.
I'm still getting used to this.
Yeah, me too.
Look,
So we start small.
Hmm.
What then? What happens when the media wishes to have interviews? With you? He kind of looks at Mercy more. He looks around at all of them.
all right, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Not because I want to, capitalize on this at all, but leave the media to me. Like, come to my company. Don't talk to others. We can control information outflow that way, at least a little bit.
Joe's eyes narrow immediately. But he doesn't say anything.
I just look. I want to. If we were chosen, I want to protect us as best as I can.
Hey, Joe, can I get
Yes.
an insight check from you.
I would love to. I am not. I'm not going to hold back on this one. And I believe that would be perception and investigation.
No, there's an ability specifically for this sort of thing. Hang on a second. I'll pull it up and check.
I would like that because I'm not sure what you mean by insight.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with. Oh no, sorry. It
we
is perception investigation. You're right.
It is perception and investigation.
No,
Yeah,
perception awareness. Sorry, I always forget
Okay.
that awareness is not separated from alertness in this game.
Could I counter with charisma and socialize?
It is actually your manipulation and socialize
Yeah.
divided by 2 rounded up, which is your
Oh.
guile.
My
Yeah,
guile?
If you're
My guile,
trying to lie, then
which I'm not.
then it's contested, but you're not lying, so it's technically your guile. But I mean, as long as Joe doesn't choose to dramatically fail here, he's gonna realize you're being honest.
Okay. I will gladly roll. Let's see. Perception. And,
full
and
full awareness excellency too, just to
yes,
blow it
I
out
will
of the
be doing
water.
that. So I have 5 dice base pool, so I'm going to add 5.
Okay.
And-
Are you using peripheral or personal essence?
I'm using personal essence,
Okay.
and that is a general thing that
Woof.
Joe will always use personal when able. So
Yeah, 2 successes, because the ones
Uh,
canceled out the
it's-
bonus from the 10s.
the bonus from the 10s, right?
Oh
So
no,
you-
no! Sorry, that was for other World of Darkness games. No, that should be 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. So Joe says. Joe pauses and he says, "I am unwilling to give anyone a monopoly on this. It is the truth."
And I am all about finding the truth and sharing it. But the information that can get out can be twisted. And I've been in this business a long time. We've been given something assumably very exclusive in this power. I mean, once we start showing it off, countries will come after us.
Militaries.
Well, our paramilitary guy can talk him down, right?
I'm just...
Joe kind of like cautiously reaches out and places a comforting hand in the general area of James's shoulder, and he says, "Don't worry. I will trust that your intentions are good. I just
We
have
got
some."
a fate weaving from Blackthorn.
Oh, do we?
Blackthorn, no.
Well, let's see what happens here, shall we? I love it when my pattern spiders do fun new things. So in this scenario, am I the 5 maidens? Because I have questions about that.
You would be the loom.
Would I be... No, hang on. Would I be the maiden quotation marks of Serenity?
You are very far from a maiden and serenity.
That's an Exalted joke. The Maiden of Serenity is... well, she runs the Blue Light Districts, or they're made in her honor.
Nice.
Yeah. Maiden is a very general term in creation.
Yeah, it does not mean the same thing as it does here. Let's continue on and I'll keep an eye on Blackthorn's fate weaving.
All right. Joe kind of like makes a soothing gesture and says, "I believe that your intentions are good, and I will agree."
Thank you.
Maybe avoiding using real names when going to when using your media, just pseudonyms would be a good idea.
Joe will suffice then.
Family,
Your
friends,
cast.
they can all be impacted.
Oh shit, you're right.
If what you all think will come to pass does happen, countries, other people, organizations coming for us or our capabilities, you don't want them being impacted.
I will admit, I would rather somebody else take care of any public appearances. I don't want my face on the media.
Be happy to.
And how is this going to affect my prize fighting?
Well, you're gonna win a lot more.
Well,
You'll win a lot more, but my face is like plastered all over the fight scene.
Ben, I don't think it'd be fair for you to be fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a point.
Well,
Hmm.
I'm sure we can find something for you to punch somewhere.
Maybe we'll make a futuristic robot for me to fight.
That would be interesting, actually.
Joe snorts. We've been watching too many animated series, have we?
The correct term is anime. Thank you very much.
Joe just kind of like frowns as though he's never heard of this.
He's like, oh, sorry, I don't know what anime is. I don't watch anime. All right,
Everybody
guys.
moves through.
I think that we're gonna end it there
Oh.
for tonight. I will. We're gonna end it a little earlier than we normally would because
Aw.
I need to discuss one concept. I'm very impressed with you guys. This was awesome. I basically just shut up and listened to you guys, and then occasionally made a wisecrack that completely ruined the flow of the scene. It was great.
Oh.
It's my favorite kind of DMing. I got to introduce a few concepts here. This was good. So, speaking of introducing concepts, the fate spider or the pattern spiders will get to pick who they thought their favorite friend was tonight. As well, everyone will get to do the player vote, very similar to the Curse of Strahd game I just ran. Everyone will get to vote for who they thought was their favorite player of the night. It can be based on any character roleplay. It can be based on rules knowledge or tactical applications. Really anything you guys want. It does not have to be strong roleplay. It does not have to be good combat. It can be because someone made a joke that was really funny. Which you are breathing heavily
I
into
was
your
about to
mic,
say,
and
like,
Sorry.
I'm feeling
It's
very
like
confused and
I'm
I'm
trying not to laugh. That's why.
conroused, I guess. It could be based on the haha funnies, T says. So in a moment we'll have the pattern spiders best friend vote. Oh, it's up. Thank you very much, Blackthorn. I think. All right, so I'm gonna start with the people who've done this before. So I'm gonna start with Aki. Aki, who was your bestest? Who was your favorite player of the night? No pressure.
No
pressure.
It's our first session. Like, everyone was really good. Like, I'm excited to know these characters.
Okay, you got a good point there. Instead of favorite player, let's do a couple of your highlights. Let's do 2 highlights each.
My first highlight is Ben being like, "Oh, I've got one of those too." Takes off bandana, waits,
That was pretty great.
and my second favorite moment was like, "Oh, what did you do, Mercy? Oh, I work here." Wait, you work here? Yes.
That was pretty great. Mr. Crown, Saj.
Yes. My favorite moments, probably the first beginnings of like a slight dispute in moral compass between James and Joe. That was really cool to see how it was role played and worked through, as well as just the different interactions on what everyone thought could happen, where this could lead, and seeing the character grow, like getting the first insights on everyone's character.
Okay. Now we're going to go down the new people list. Does anyone volunteer as tribute?
Sure.
All right, you're up, Mr. Sam.
Hi. One of my favorite moments was definitely the reading out of what presumably Aki wrote
Yeah.
which was Mercy's exaltation on camera.
Hmm.
Placed, like on and plastered all over the internet,
So,
and that was excellent.
so fun
Very
canon
well.
point about that.
Yes.
This Mercy's exaltation canonically happened in the parking lot of the local news station.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, second point. Go ahead.
And then second point was actually, I think it was, come back to me.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it, but like it's between a few.
Who's up next?
I guess me. I really enjoyed the little like reaction details, of, like the narrowing of the eyes there, and the starts of the little interpersonal conflicts, which yeah, that'll be fun. I really like the idea that Ben just always has a power bar in his pocket, just always. I really would like that to be a headcanon that
Gotta keep up the protein, man.
yeah, aside from that, I'm liking how we're starting to come together. It's looking like fun.
Okay, very cool. Speaking of Ben's, hey Ben.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't choose myself, can I? Because Ben had some snapping one-liners. No, I really liked the little back and forth between James and Joaquin.
Mhm.
That was like talking about like the ethics and the like truths, media stuff. We could definitely be like depicted as doubles and such. Yeah, and I also really liked Mercy's beginning, the exaltation.
Mhm.
So I will confirm Aki did write that and send it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Aki sent it to me several days ago, which was good because I read it like 3 times before I was like, oh, I get it. My brain is a 2D circle, so. Very cool. Thank you, Witch. And Sam, what's your point number 2? Last chance, buddy.
2 was probably here, man. Just power bar, given to somebody who needs it.
Yep.
Just like you need it more than me. Immediate, like
Yep.
on flavor.
All right. So we will, for tonight only, after this, you guys are going to have to start picking favorites. Everyone will get a bonus experience. Everyone can have 2 for just playing the game. You can have a bonus 1 for the player vote of the night. And the Pattern Spider's best friend tonight was Ben. Ben, congratulations. You get an XP. So Ben, you get 4. Everyone else gets 3. And you can also each have 1 solar experience for meeting. And if you need any questions about that, please talk to me after stream. But I am going to introduce one last concept before we head off for the night. Blue booking. So this is a okay, sorry. The power bars are now called Bauer Bar brand Power Bars. Yeah, they're Bauer bars. Anyway, so blue booking is a concept where in between sessions there will usually, unless I explicitly say otherwise, be downtime. A period where nothing really eventful happens and you guys can decide what your characters are doing. You don't have to submit blue booking. I'm not going to be rewarding blue booking past the in-character benefits of having done stuff. But you can absolutely do it. If you send it to me, I'll say before 10 o'clock on Saturday nights. Then I will take that and I will give you the results of your blue booking, likely either off stream or on stream if they're interesting. For this week, we're going to go 2 weeks before the next eventful action. So you have 2 weeks of blue booking to work with. Does anyone have any questions about that?
Can we, for the sake of keeping in touch with the party and being able to do roleplay in between,
Mhm.
are we able to do that with each other through Blue Booking and inform you on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And can we just say that we all gave each other our contact information?
Yes. So please, God, say that you did that. It was not easy to get the pattern spiders to get you all to the same coffee house. So yeah, if you could.
It's
Sorry.
okay. I'm used to people giving me their numbers.
Please, okay, real quick. Does Ben put emojis after everybody else's names? No, it's just like it's gonna be like Mercy, and then it's like Sun, and then like a smiley face, and then something. I just want to know that like Ben sorts people by emoji.
Also, if Ben does, can we then put that into our character names?
Yep.
Please.
Because there's a
Please.
copy paste emoji
There is, yeah.
like spreadsheet that you can get where you can actually just copy an emoji into something like this.
Cool.
You know
that
what?
is
I'll
up to
make
Ben.
it canon. Fuck it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, well, guys, I think that's going to be it for us for tonight.
Alright.
How did everyone enjoy the session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun for me too. Very low key, which I kind of expected. Scald, that wasn't what you thought it was. I'm looking forward to playing Exalted again. It's honestly really fun for two reasons for me. One, you guys are big damn heroes, which is going to be great. And two, I have an in-character reason to fucking get you guys back on track. Thank you, Battered Spiders.
I did have a question.
Yeah.
Just for character motivations, not to just bring it up in game.
Sure.
Are we going with like not current day events, but like over the past 5 years, the things that have happened?
Yes.
Excluding. I don't know if you want to exclude the pandemic or anything like that.
Nope, the pandemic is still happening right now.
Okay.
It is in the current phase that it's in, which is everyone's given up on it, but it is still very much a force of danger, and a lot of people think that it's nothing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We're specifically going for big ticket items here. So while I know the panini can be a little bit stressful for people, being able to fix that is probably going to be hella cathartic, even if it's only in memory or in imagination rather. Any issues that are only reported on local news, I want you guys to avoid.
Okay.
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 Yeah, I was
Anywhere.
looking more at like a lot of the protests that have been happening and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Across
Okay, so
not only here but across the world as well.
worldwide protests, perfect, go for it. Wet'suwet'en, please do not.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, I think that's
Sounds
going to be
good.
it for session 1 of our Exalted game. It was a riot for me. I basically just got to, like I said, make shitty one-liners and listen.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you for inviting me at the last minute. I love practicing
I
my
had
man voice.
several cancellations.
I thank you also for inviting me at the last minute. I also enjoyed practicing my man voice. Wait.
Yeah, I just got to keep being the weirdo that I am. Yeah, sorry, Blackthorn. Unfortunately, Blackthorn had to cancel for good reasons, but Blackthorn was really looking forward to playing in this game.
It's
Sorry,
okay. I
Blackbird.
told you could live vicariously through my himbo.
Yeah. At any rate, guys, we're going to end it there for tonight. I will be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We are going to be playing Devil May Cry 5, but not reversed for a fucking change. I
Are
am
you sure about
I am sure, yes. I will be starting over so I can get rid of those disgusting C ranks that I got in the early levels. And we will be doing that. So I'll see you all at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Also, I think we have a few streamers in the group, don't we?
Yeah, a couple, maybe.
Anyone want to plug a channel? These are my friends. Go check them out.
Okay, I guess I'll go first because I'm apparently the loudest. Hey, over at That Curious Witch, you can find me playing video games and making dirty dick jokes.
So are you just a not a vampire clone then? Is that what you are?
You wish.
No, I do not wish. You're so much better. Like,
Aw.
at any rate. Anyone else?
Seek Crown, I have been playing a little bit, but I've been taking a bit of a hiatus just due to life reasons. But I'll be back hopefully in the next couple months.
Great.
Yay!
I do stream occasionally over at Shieldwalled Scald. I threw the link in the chat.
Great.
And
Ooh, I can do this.
I don't stream often, but when I do, it's usually just pretty chill, making stupid jokes like everyone else.
Hey, I just shouted you out. Look. Oh, you played Apex Legends. Interesting.
Oh, fancy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. I think
could.
that's it, right?
I could.
Are you a streamer?
I am.
Yeah!
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, I do something a little different. Rather than gaming, I actually write.
Oh, right.
I
heard
do
about
my
this.
writing of my my manuscript of my rough draft for my novels. Every once in a while, just I do a productivity sprint, and this is my account in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like me stopping every 15 minutes to chat with whoever's in chat and answer questions about my world, my books, whatever it is that people want to ask about.
Okay.
My favorite color.
It's now golden. Your favorite color is gold.
Yes, got it.
At any rate, great. I think that's everyone. I know Aki, you will be starting up a channel before long, but until then, Aki, I will probably be appearing in my streams as the best part of my streams, so that will be fun.
Simultaneously the best, and the best part of the stream, the worst part for Jordan.
Yes. Did Blackthorn just? Why did you shout me out, Blackthorn? Anyway, all right, great. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you all joining me for this game. And chat, we will catch you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for some Devil May Cry. Until next time,
Yay!
Bibbles.
Bye!